All right, welcome everybody. I love that just like smooth music to end out the day. Hey everyone, my name is Lindsay Brown and I am coming to you actually live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. My kids are in the background playing Pokemon trading cards. So if they happen to pop in to ask me about Squirtle or Snorlax, know that this is really what it is to work at home live in 2025. I am so excited to be tuning in with you all today. I want to welcome clean freaks everywhere and welcome you to the conclusion of SPX 2025 Day 1, the industry's only social media based vendor expo, connecting you directly with the manufacturers and the innovators who are reshaping the way that we in sterile processing can support our surgical teams. We have had a really, really exciting day. And if it's your first time joining us for an SPX event, I want to give you a little bit of a breakdown on what SPX actually is. At Beyond Clean, we love to try new things and do things in creative, innovative, and engaging ways. And so we took to social media, a space that we know and love and are very comfortable in. And we thought, you know what, we have an opportunity to open up our platform to drive immediate connection and engagement between frontline sterile processing professionals and the manufacturers and innovators who are changing the game in terms of what products and what services they're bringing to the market. Through SPX, this is a social media event in all its glory. And all you have to do to take advantage of this event and participate in this event is scroll, my friends. Here I am right now taking in all of the great content that was posted on the Beyond Clean LinkedIn and Facebook pages today. The beautiful thing is, if you missed any of the posts from today, that's okay, because they're all going to stay on social media. So if you missed posts from Claris, from Carl Stores, from DryScope, from Solventum, from Rain Medical, from Verta, from Healthmark, don't you worry, because those posts are going to remain on the Beyond Clean LinkedIn and Facebook feeds for a long time. That's the beauty of social media. Also, if you're formally registered for the event, which if you're not formally registered, go ahead and jump on and register, because what happens at the end of each day at SPX is we send out a recap email that links you directly to the posts according to which vendor participated. So you don't have to scroll if you don't want to. You can simply say, oh, that sounds interesting to me. That's something that we need in our department. I'm interested in that. And you can just click on the post. So the registration link is scrolling along the bottom right there, educate.beyondclean.net/SPX 2025. So register for day 2. It's not too late. You'll still get the recap emails, and we'd love to enter you into the prize drawings that we'll draw for tomorrow. I do have day 1 winners to announce. So if you're willing to stick with me for just a few minutes, I will get those winners of our prize drawings announced toward the end of this live stream. I do want to give a brief recap, because we had some incredible companies participate in day 1 of SPX. Kicking us off this morning was Claris Medical. And if you've ever heard the term borescope, which hopefully everyone tuning in has, but even if you haven't, the word borescope, I think, is synonymous with Claris Medical. And they had some posts that detailed how important it is to set up an inspection program and what tools they have available, like SmartScope, for example, a simple, effective solution that can help you run your instrument and scope inspection programs. Here's the thing about SmartScope, and I loved learning about this morning. You can quickly share through this SmartScope application, you can quickly share detailed inspection reports, device history from your inspections of endoscopes, and it can provide you with actionable insights that you can share with your colleagues and your service providers as it pertains to endoscope inspection. I love borescopes. I think they're a fascinating tool and a really important tool for you to be able to just have peace of mind knowing that the work that you did to clean your instrumentation actually worked. And also knowing that if there is something wrong with the internal lumens of any of your instrumentation or those hard to see spaces, you have a tool at your disposal that can help you with that. So check out the posts by Claris Medical. They kicked us off bright and early this morning. If you scroll back in the Beyond Clean feeds, you'll be able to engage with those. Next, we had Carl Storrs. Carl Storrs joined us for SPX again this year, and they really featured their on-site endoscope specialist program. Now, here's the thing. Having someone on site in your department to focus on one specific thing, whether it's your tracking system, whether it's your scope repair program, having a specialist on site to support your team allows you to have confidence in what it is that you're doing. And one of the things that Carl Storrs shared was a facility who engaged in a 5-year period with their endoscope specialist program. And here's what they saw. Are you ready? They saw an 83% reduction in disposable device spend. They saw a 46% reduction in flexible endoscope repair spend. And they saw a 21% reduction in robotic endoscope repair spend. Those percentages are huge. They also promoted some of their education related to rigid endoscopes. So if you're looking for a new CE opportunity and some great education, definitely tune into those Carl Storrs posts from earlier this morning. Next up, we had Dry Scope Aid. And I actually just ran into George Cronin. Actually, I didn't run into him. I actively sought him out at the Western Wisconsin HSPA organization event in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Friday this past week. And I had a chance to interview George about all the great things that Dry Scope is doing. Things like their Dry Scope Aid tracker that can instantly confirm the drying status of your endoscopes and minimize scope handling mistakes and give you visual cues. They're really interested in making endoscope drying work for your space and helping you comply with the concept that we all know that endoscope drying is paramount to the success of your endoscopy program. So I saw George. He gave a phenomenal presentation about endoscope drying at the Wisconsin event. So if your facility is interested not only in their endoscope drying products, but also in some really great education, definitely reach out to George. And I think their Jetstream product is really cool because it would literally fit any space in your GI area and your sterile processing space. The Jetstream is a compact drying solution that can fit those needs. So they work with you, they work with your space to make sure that you can get your endoscopes dry and safe for the patients you're using them on. We then had our longtime friends Solventum join the event, and Solventum promoted things like their A-Test eBowie-Dick test card. This test card is designed to monitor your equipment performance when it comes to your steam sterilizers, and it's a single-use test card that provides a pass or a fail test result in less than 5 seconds when you insert it into their eBowie-Dick auto reader. So less than 5 seconds, you can get an actual pass or an actual fail with that eBowie-Dick test card. And I think that's just such a great option as we're trying to do things more efficiently and as quickly as we can without compromising quality. They also talked about their A-Test vaporized hydrogen peroxide clear challenge pack that includes both a BI and a CI, and their super rapid steam clear challenge pack, which is good for dynamic air removal cycles, gravity cycles, and extended cycles. So the Solventum team is on a roll. Definitely check out the posts that they posted today during SPX and see how you can weave those products into your workflows. We then had our friends at Census, and I recently had a chance to chat with some of my Census folks, and I love that they position their solutions as clarity in the chaos. I think that's just such a cool tagline because what they do is they give you the confidence to say, yes, I have data to support all of our staffing requirements. I have the confidence that our patients are safe and the hospital is compliant. Our department has data to drive shared accountability and to help with collaboration. All of these things are able to happen. You're able to have those conversations with yourself and say, yes, check, check, check. I feel confident in these things because I have the data to support any changes that need to be made, or to support confirming that we're doing what we need to do. They also shared some customer stories because a lot of their team includes former technicians and former managers and clinicians. And so they have people that they employ who speak that clinical language and can really help support your department with the precision to navigate the pressure and to feel the pride that you should feel about this profession. Coming in next, we had Rain Medical. And if you're not familiar with Rain Medical, it's because they're fairly new. So if Rain Medical is like piquing your interest and you're like, wait, who? Let me tell you, I had a blast getting to know Gabrielle and Christy from Rain. And I actually saw them along with George at the Western Wisconsin event on Friday in Milwaukee. Rain Medical is a company that is taking how we currently look at instrument tip protection and adding a sustainable, recyclable, effective, durable spin on instrument tip protectors. Okay, so they're using a TPE based product to create protectors where, traditionally it's PVC or vinyl. So if you've ever opened a pack of tip protectors and it seems kind of oily, or your tip protectors like not melt, but they shrink in the sterilizer, so it makes them almost impossible to get off your instruments in the OR. Rain Medical has an awesome solution for that. And they've also built what I think is really, really cool is their safer framework that they've put together. And it's really their guide for developing instrument protection products and sterile barrier components, and really setting the foundation that they can apply to any future innovations that they come up with. And I don't know if you like to geek out about this, but I certainly like to geek out about the fact that manufacturers are taking very specific steps to ensure that what they bring to the market, the solutions that they deliver, are durable, are effective, are sustainable, where it matters most to the people in sterile processing. So if you're looking to up your instrument protection game, check out Rain Medical. They're awesome to work with. And I think you're just going to love just shooting the breeze with Gabrielle and Christy. Next up, we had Verda Water Quality Systems. Verda is a company that we've worked with here at Beyond Clean on multiple levels. My favorite of which is Jeffrey Paquette's Expert Series. He's our water quality expert on the Beyond Clean platform. And here's something that I hear all the time. Department leaders and anyone who essentially is in charge of a department huddle will play our Expert Series videos at the beginning of the huddle as a way to get people thinking about a specific topic. What's cool about Jeffrey's Expert Series is he has both a 12-part series in video format and a 12-part series in written format. So if you want to play the videos for your staff or share them, you certainly can. Or if you want to print out the written versions and hang them on a department billboard or anything like that, there's some flexibility in how you can use that content. I spoke with Kenny Mayer. Kenny is awesome. And I know he's on a deep dive into the water quality space as much as we all are with ST108 coming out. But their big thing at Verda is that water testing isn't just a checkbox. It's actually a cycle. And so having a resource available to you allows you to not feel like you have to become the expert, because you don't. You don't need to become the expert in water quality, but you do need experts at your disposal that you can lean on when water quality issues do come up and when it's time to test and ensure that everything's working well. Kenny made a great point in our SPX interview. He said that usually water quality testing and water quality in general typically doesn't receive the spotlight or really any attention at all until something goes wrong. And I think with ST108 coming online, the point is to make sure that it's not a reactive situation. It's more of a proactive situation where you know your water quality is good. You know that you can rest easy knowing that the one thing that your department uses most often, which is water, is the quality that it needs to be to ensure the safer processing of instruments. So check out Verta. You can find them on the Beyond Clean website. You can definitely scroll through and take a look at and engage with their posts. And then finally, rounding out day one is Healthmark. Our dear friends at Healthmark, now a getting a company. Healthmark shared a couple of really exciting bits of information. Number one, they recently launched their Healthmark Academy, where you can gain valuable CE credits and strengthen your sterile processing knowledge. They've given out something like 34,000 CE credits to the industry through Healthmark Academy, and I think that's just so beautiful. So we love supporting other organizations who are committed to educating and committed to sharing knowledge in the sterile processing space. They also were super excited to highlight their Safeguard Dry. It's a sterilization wrap that's engineered to help departments conquer the wet pack invasion. It's got two layers. There's like an absorbent wet laid nonwoven layer and an SMS nonwoven layer. The thing is, it's moisture control that's out of this world. And the graphic that they posted as part of their SPX session, I think is just so good because it says, "Take me to your leader," or "Take this to your leader." And it's a picture of their new Safeguard Dry. And honestly, any sterilization wrap that's going to help combat wet packs, I am here for. And I assume you are as well. So take a moment, check out the Safeguard Dry, check out the Healthmark Academy. And while you're at it, scroll through the Beyond Clean LinkedIn and Facebook feeds and check out all those wonderful bits of information and the innovation that's being poured into this industry at light speed is what it seems like. Okay, that is our day one recap. I am super excited to share with you all the winners of the giveaways for today. Now, here's what I want to make sure that you know. In order to be part of the giveaway in the prize drawing, you need to be registered. So that registration link is still scrolling on the bottom. Register for tomorrow because we're giving away some more really, really fun prizes. So, but the first person that I want to congratulate is Keisha Davis. Keisha, you won a custom Beyond Clean t-shirt. Now, if you don't know this, we have a custom artwork series that we use in a lot of different ways. And that custom artwork series is based off of real photos that you've sent us as an audience that we've turned into art. And so we love featuring you and your department and the people doing the meaningful work every single day. So that's what these custom artwork products are based on, is the artwork that we've turned into art based off of real life photos. So congrats to Keisha Davis. You win that custom artwork t-shirt. My colleague Chelsea will be reaching out to you via email this week to make sure she knows how to best get that to you. Our next prize winner is Cheryl Schultz. Cheryl, you've won a Beyond Clean artwork notebook. It's a beautiful notebook featuring some of our custom Beyond Clean artwork. So I'm really excited for you to use that to take notes during the next event that you go to or the next seminar that you're at, and use that to track all of the great knowledge that you're learning as a sterile processing professional. Our next prize winner, David Ortiz. David, you win a Beyond Clean word puzzle book authored by Beyond Clean's Bobby Parker and Hank Balch. And this puzzle book is actually approved for 5 CEs. And yes, it's available online. It's about $10. So if anyone wants to get it for your staff members, or if you want to find a sponsor to bring them into your department, definitely check those out because it's a very unique way to get education, to get those CEs. We've got multiple on our Amazon page through Beyond Clean and through our operating room brand, First Case Media. So David, we're excited to get this book out to you so you can get 5 CEs just by doing some fun puzzles, listening to some really cool podcast interviews, and figuring out that you don't just have to sit through a presentation to get your CEs. So that's the creative part. And finally, we have a grand prize today. And the winner of that grand prize is Matthew Green. Matthew, here's what's going to happen. You've won a custom artwork poster that we will give out at HSPA 2026. So here's what that means. Send us your coolest department photos of your team, of yourself, of your process, of your workflow, and we will turn one of those images into a custom designed artwork that our booth, the Beyond Clean booth, will hand out to attendees at HSPA 2026. And obviously, we will get you the full series of our artwork once we add your custom photo to the mix. So congratulations, Matthew Green, for winning our grand prize for the day. All right, everybody, I am so happy that you've spent the last 20 minutes with me. That was your recap for day one of SPX. Again, we'll be sending out a recap email to everyone who's registered. Tomorrow kicks off day two of SPX, and we are so excited for you to join us and learn from companies like Agility, Belintra, 5-Star Surgical, OneTray, the Competency and Credentialing Institute, and then we will round out the day with a Beyond Clean session as well. We've got some great announcements to make tomorrow at the end of day two. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. To all of you clean freaks out there, like we like to encourage you to do, we encourage you to, again, keep fighting dirty. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody.